It's the second 500 meters now of this final, the Olympic final of the women's coxless pairs. Let me give you a lane order for you. Top of the picture is Canada, the world champions. Australia in 2, Romania 3, South Africa in 4, USA in 5, and Germany in lane 6. And the American crew in lane 5 have just taken this final on. Phenomenal first 500 meters, and they maintain their lead over Australia up there in lane 2. The world champions, Dan, are not looking good there, up there in lane 1.
Well, in fact, Cath Slater in the stroke seat of the Australian boat, world champion, she's in lane 2 and she's doing pretty well, but this is such a surprise to see the United States go out like this. They were the Olympic silver medalists, and they've had a they took 2 years off, and they came back because they thought that the American pairs that were on show weren't really up to scratch, and they thought we can do better than this, and out they came. And they had a very slow start to their season, but here now, at this regatta, they've been going better and better every race they've gone. And look at this, they're 3/4 of a length ahead. The favourites, really, Romania, are just beginning to pick up the pace there, but it's really the United States out in front, with Romania and Australia battling for the second place at the moment.
Let me just remind you, this crew here, USA, leading the Olympic final, they put out Great Britain in this event. Okay, we're through the halfway mark now. We've had a fabulous first 500 meters. We've had a great second 5. Let's see what the crews will do now and whether they will challenge this boat. Here they are, the Olympic silver medalists. Now maybe they're starting to suffer, because look up there in lane 2. Here come the Australians, and ominously they're followed by the Romanians. Romania in lane number 3. That was the confirmation through the 1,000-meter mark.
The Romanians usually like to get out in front. Doina Ignat, who she's got so many medals, she's got 6 gold medals under her belt and 17 altogether. She's an extraordinary athlete. She's the heart of the Romanian team, strokes the 8 as well. They're both in the 8. They like to go out in front, and this is a surprise for them. The United States really took it on and are holding on well. The United States are rowing very well in this race. They've settled well and they're moving very fluently together, but the pressure is now on. There's Doina Ignat in the stroke seat in the front there, pushing really hard now, trying to get back on terms with Cath Slater stroking the Australian boat on the far side.
We've got 750 meters remaining now, and Romania are pushing hard. They were first at Lucerne, the last regatta before this Olympic competition, but out front, half a length to 3/4 of a length. The Americans are on 38 strokes per minute, but here come the Romanians. Here they are in lane number 3, and it's this experience. Okay, the Olympic silver medalists here, closest to us in lane 5, but in lane number 3, the Romanians are just so experienced. Ignat in the stroke seat, she was silver in 92, she was gold in Atlanta in the women's 8, and at 41 strokes per minute now, they are pushing, but the Romanians are bringing with them Australia. We're in for a thrilling last 600s.
They're beginning to fall apart there. The boat's beginning to wobble a bit, and they're really under the pressure there as they come into the last 500.
It's a blanket finish really across the line with 500 meters to go. USA, Romania, Australia, Canada, and the South Africans, who did so well in the opening heat, really down there in 4th place. But the Americans, well, they're now being eaten back. The lead is coming back from Romania. Romania are drawing with them Australia in the white boat. Top of the picture here. This is where, at this point in the race, all the techniques should be fine. The stroke should be good, and it's now down to mental approach. It's down to psychology. It's down to breaking your opponent. And the Americans have been broken. Wow, they have really been broken. And the Romanians look so strong.
They're beginning to lose. Look, they're losing the front end of the stroke, the Americans. Their blades are now really soft into the water. Romania is winding it up. They're at 42 now. Australia going with them. Australia trying to catch up. The world champions, Canada, out of the picture, right out of this story. And it's the Romanians who are out in front.
250 meters remain. We're in for a thrilling race, and I don't think Australia have given up yet. Here come the Australians on the top of the picture. They feel they can win this race. They were saying earlier in the week, this is their regatta. They're in front of the home crowd. They're on 41 strokes per minute. They're taking a massive 41 strokes per minute. The hearts are beating, the legs are pumping, and they're pushing, but the Romanians are strong. We have 150 meters remaining in this final of the women's coxless pair. The Romanians have timed it so well. They managed to hold on. If anything, now they're pushing. Here go the Romanians, and the Americans are hanging on there to that bronze medal position. They might just have enough to fight back. No, they're not fighting back on Australia up there in lane number 2. And the crowd are roaring the Australians 50 meters to the line. They're urging their girls on. And here come USA. They are pushing back to the line. The Americans have found something from somewhere Will they get that silver? No, it's bronze, bronze, bronze for USA, but Romania in lane number 3. The worthy Olympic champions.
Well, that's such a different profile to their race. They usually like to go right out in front. This time they bided their time. They sat there with the Americans really working hard and doing so well to be up there leading the field at halfway, and then Romania launched their attack, bringing Australia with them. And what a good show for Kate Slater there in the Australian boat there, the reigning Olympic champion with a new partner moving back there to take the silver. That was a fantastic race.
And the coxless pair, the 4 minus, the coxless 4, they're just going to roar from that side, and the British boys are the pair on that side as well. But the roar down here in the last 250 metres, and that took the Australians on, that gave them that surge, they held on to that silver medal.